devant un défi important pour nourrir le monde. Et toute la réserve de terres agricoles se trouve en Afrique. Le futur, la solution pour le problème alimentaire mondial ne va pas venir de l'Europe parce que nos terres sont fort cultivées et on a des rendements très élevés. Et en Amérique du Nord, je pense que beaucoup de terres sont occupées. Et en Amérique du Sud, il y a l'Amazonie qui est sur des terres qui pourraient être utilisées, mais en Afrique, il y a une réserve importante de terres agricoles qui peuvent être cultivées et qui vont contribuer aussi au défi alimentaire. Et ce que j'étais en train de dire, c'est que nos organisations dans le parti riche du monde peuvent collaborer avec les gens en Afrique. Nous nous sommes organisés à la fin du 19e siècle. Nous avons des modèles d'organisation. On ne doit pas parler à votre place, mais on peut vous montrer comment on travaille. On peut essayer de vous aider et c'est ce qu'on fait en fait au niveau du FIPA. In IFA, we have an NGO, a development NGO, Agricult, and our motto is let the farmers speak for themselves. In a lot of developing countries, the farmers cannot speak for themselves. And we try to show our models, empowerment of farmers like we did at the end of the 19th century, creating cooperative structures, try to work together, empowerment in the food chain, and I think worldwide, we need solidarity in our farming community. That's how we think from the point from the Boerenbond. Well, I think I gave an overview, Jeff, of what I wanted to say to you as an introduction. If there are any questions, I'm certainly prepared to try to answer. If I don't know, I will say I don't know. And I wish you a very good stay in Belgium. Enjoy our products. Pork, we eat pork. We are one of the best pork producers in the world, I can say. We are the best farmers in the world, Chef, aren't we? Enjoy and have a good stay in our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Piet. If there are some questions, of course, you stay with us still a while, but maybe in the meantime, while we're waiting for our next plate, we can have some questions.
Sam Luckett, UK President, I very much enjoyed your speech. As somebody who worked many years ago for the English National Farmers Union, I would very much like to know much more about the structure of your own Farmers Union, income, members, public relations, etc. It'd be very interesting to hear that, please.
Well, our structure is based on local farming communities. In every municipality in Flanders, we have a kring, hoe zeggen ze dat in het Engels? Circle, yeah, local circles. And then we have provincial, we have 5 provinces, and then we have East Belgium, the German-speaking part of Belgium. And it's a bottom-up organization. And we have 2 pillars. We have regional representatives, and we have sector representatives. And in fact, the Boerenbond is managed by a board, by 14 farmers, men and women, from all sectors and from all regions. Tomorrow I have a meeting with my board, and all the positions of the Boerenbond are decided in the board. When I speak, I translate the voice of those 15 active farmers that are democratically chosen by their colleagues. That's the way we work. The second aspect is that we are not only a farmers' union. Besides being a farmers' union, we have a rural movement. We also want to defend the interests of the rural area. So the Boerenbond is both. We have the farmers' union within the Boerenbond, and we have the rural movement within the Boerenbond. We have 30,000 members that are farmers. And we have 210,000 members, people who live in the countryside. And we defend the interest also of the countryside. And I think it's important when we speak about our farmers' community, to see that it's not only about farming, it's about the rural area, it's about the countryside, and we represent both. And the third pillar, we have a holding. We created in the past cooperatives, the bank, etc. And we have a holding. Some people are very critical of that because they think we defend the interest of our holding and not of the farmers. But we have a holding, and with the dividend of the holding, we give it back to the farmers' community. We pay our lobby organization, we pay our experts, we invest in farming there where it's difficult. We invest in renewables, biomass, we invest in biotech. I think it's a big mistake in Europe not to want to use biotechnology, GMOs in our agriculture. So we are a very diverse organization.
Matthew Cawood from Australia. I'd like to thank you for a very eloquent talk, and I could safely say that you could replace Belgian with Australian for every word of what you said. Exactly the same phenomenon is happening in Australia, and this is not a question, by the way, just an observation. But also, just as disturbingly, farmers groups are becoming very reactive to circumstances rather than proactive, and I think that's a very dangerous trend. Thank you.
We also have to be proactive, of course. When we are reactive, we are always in a defensive position. We have the discussion on the common agricultural policy. Perhaps we wouldn't agree on that between Australia and the rest of Europe, but we have a large campaign towards the population to show what agriculture means for society. And we have buttons, I don't know, Jacques, if you distributed them. We have buttons, and we have Herman van Rompuy, the man who is now President of Europe. I have a photo of him with a button. I support the common agricultural policy. He didn't know what it was, but I use it in the communication towards society. And we have to be proactive also in solving our problems. For too long, we have been a too closed community. We must see the signals that come from society. I spoke about environment, I spoke about climate, we will speak about food security, food safety. We have to be proactive. We have to solve our own problems, and if we don't solve our own problems, others will try to solve our problems. And that's also always worse than when we do it ourselves. But it's not easy. It's not easy to be critical for ourselves and to try to go forward. But we must do it.